I'm sorry. Those words that are on Twitter come into my eye sockets and go into my brain ducts correctly. Trae Young, who was drafted by the Atlanta Hawks, was traded to the Atlanta Hawks. He's scared of birds. Not only does he play for the Hawks, he's playing in a city that is notorious for two different types of rats. The ones in the sewers and in the subways and in your lunch, and the ones in the sky. But they're not normally in the sky because they're too damn fat to fly. Trae Young scared of birds. I'm not laughing at his fear. I mean, look at me. I'm a guy that's afraid of the open water. I hate whales, and whales are probably the most gentle creature. And matter of fact, as weird as it sounds to, as much as I hate whales, one of my favorite animals are killer whales. I'm not gonna make fun of his fear. It's just the irony behind the fear that is hilarious to me. He's on the Hawks. The logo is a hawk. Imagine if Atlanta did an event where they like released hawks and they did like this cool little things. Trae Young showing up? He's not showing up, right? Knicks fans, if you are in the Garden tomorrow, Wednesday, May 26th, if you are at game 2, please, if you do not know how to do a pigeon sound, that's pretty good. Just call me a regular, I don't know, fill in the blank of your favorite voice actor. I need in unison, in complete unison, whenever Trae Young, the many of the 100 times he gets to the free throw line, I need y'all in unison to do the damn pigeon call. And then I need y'all to get those pigeon masks. If they let you guys get those, oh my, we could make this work. This would be hilarious. I saw that back when he was in Oklahoma, and I don't understand why I knew nothing about this. Oklahoma State, they brought a bunch of pigeon signs that they would just simply unfold when he went to the free throw line, and it ended up working in the first half. I don't know how it worked in the entire game because I didn't do that much research because I just was laughing so hard to find out that actually worked in the first half. We should capitalize. It's New York. They're everywhere. I don't know. I've talked about this way too long, but there's other things I want to mention in today's video. There's a few fans that have a problem with how New York Knicks fans are going into these games and are aggressively going after Trae Young and some of the things they're saying. I want to address that a little bit, as well as there's a rumor being brought out by Mark Berman that there's a possibility that there might be a lineup change. I don't know if you can tell by my energy, but I'm having a hard time believing that, but we'll see. Anyways, run the intro. What's going on, CK Crew? It's your boy CK2K, and welcome back to another video. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Do not forget to like this video. Guys, for my CK Crew members, you guys know that there is still a deal up for you guys for the merch. Make sure you go into the merch store and go get your merch using the promo code that only you members know, because it's specific to my members. Everybody else, the merch is still up. Get your merch today. I hope you guys enjoy. A lot of you guys are really impressed and really happy with the merch that's out. I hope you guys get that and let me know. Oh, shoot. Yeah. I'm on my Julius Randle tip, even though literally after I got him done, the Paul George stuff came back. I don't look like Paul George. I'm braided for my Knicks, baby, even though my hair isn't long enough. So the back, like, they're like coming out already because my hair wasn't long enough, which is crazy because I thought my hair was long. And that's neither here nor there. Let's talk about the damn Knicks. Now, I want to start off with the rumor coming from Mark Berman, who is not... normally, I give Mark Berman a hard time, right? I always give Mark Berman a hard time because, you know, Mark Berman is the guy that loves to pull out those rumors and see whatever sticks and whatever works when it comes to New York Knicks. And that's just what he does. That's who Mark Berman is. You know, love him, hate him, whatever the case may be, that's what he is. So I always give him a hard time for that. It's like, I want to believe that, but it's hard because of who it's coming from. He said that he spoke to Tom Thibodeau in the presser, asked about Elfrid Payton, and then he tweeted out saying, Thibodeau did not say specifically Elfrid Payton is starting tomorrow, danced around the query, and then he quote tweeted that by saying, yeah, Payton definitely not starting tomorrow as there is no game, but Tibbs did a lot of new dance steps when asked he's considering the move for Wednesday. If you guys didn't notice, he released that tweet on Monday, and there was no game tomorrow being today as Tuesday. A lot of people give him a hard time. I'm not buying it. We've heard it. I still feel like he might go another game by trying it again. and giving Elfrid Payton the benefit of the doubt, I don't know. I don't agree with that. I'm not saying that's what he should do. I'm saying I think that's what he's going to do. But apparently there's a chance that Elfrid Payton might be out of the starting lineup, which is music to everyone's ears, but we'll have to see what happens when it happens. I don't know. It just playoff time, and knowing Tom Thibodeau and how he rolls, I don't know if that's a big change, even though it should not be a big change because of who it is. It's still a big change when you take out your starting point guard. But here's the other side of the argument that myself and a lot of you guys are probably bringing up. Is it really a big change when you're not getting too much out of the team as a whole with that starting point guard out there? Maybe you do make a shift and then the starting unit comes out a lot harder than they normally have in the last few games. And that's the team I'm on. I think you start Derrick Rose, you get a better result from the jump. I think from the beginning, the team plays well when you put Derrick Rose on the court with them. And then it comes down to who plays next. Does Elfrid Payton come off the bench? Does Elfrid Payton come out of the rotation? What comes next of it? But I think ultimately, if Mark Berman is finally right on one of these assumptions, coming off of an interview with Tom Thibodeau, I think we'll all praise this man. At least I will, I'm going to give him the love. But at the same time, I just don't know if I'm buying it. Are you guys buying it? Do you think that Tom Thibodeau will ultimately make the move in game 2 for the betterment of our team for the rest of this series? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. I'm not buying it, but I hope to God that is true. I hope that is true. No hard feelings to Elfrid Payton the person. I feel like I have to preface this because we're in such a soft climate right now. Elfrid Payton the person, no ill will. The basketball player for the New York Knicks, I have a problem. I defended you for 2 seasons and you bit me in the butt, so I'm very upset. So I just need to put that out there, all right? For the Elfrid Payton stands, just understand, all right? For all 5 of you, just understand. I'm not talking ish. It's just he does not help us right now.
Chill.
And another thing, speaking of how soft we are becoming as a whole, I've been seeing a lot of people having opinions on how the New York Knicks fan base, how the fans attacked Trae Young in that first game. As you know, there was a lot of chants saying F Trae Young, this, that, and the third. And there were some people that were really taken aback by it. They were thinking that it's classless and this, that, and the third. I don't know. That was odd to me. For as long as I've known the New York Knicks and as long as I've cheered for the New York Knicks and watched the New York Knicks, like, legitly, like, there's one thing, like, as a kid, you know, obviously I watched the Knicks and stuff like that, but I didn't really understand all of it besides just the basketball on the court. Didn't understand the fans and all that kind of stuff. But as long as I've known the New York Knicks, that's just how we've been. That's just the rowdiness we've been, especially in a playoff atmosphere. Anything goes. The Knicks crowd are out there rooting for their team and doing whatever they can. So for something like this, like, I get it because of the wordage that's being used, and there's kids in the stadium and it's supposed to be a kid affair and blah 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 blah. But at the same time, in a playoff atmosphere with a fan base that is just so excited and so gung-ho about what's going to happen with this team and what could happen for this team, and they just want to see this team win, I think all that stuff gets thrown out the window. I'm at a fine line between, yes, that could be classless, I get that because of the wordage that's being used, but also that's just fandom in sports. I mean, my family is a huge soccer family because, you know, my family's from the Caribbean and they watch a lot of Premier League, a lot of European soccer. And that's just the norm over there. And people are still bringing their kids to those games, but they got flares going off over there. They got smoke bombs. It is way, way worse over there in European soccer, but they just die hard for their team. And it might be considered toxic to some, but that's just the way it's been for years in the fandom of soccer. And I've always seen that being similar with basketball, especially with the New York Knicks crowd. So they hear this stuff all the time. Trae Young even mentioned how he's heard that in his college days, and he understands this. I mean, I'm sure a lot of those Knicks fans that were saying that outside of this series, they do enjoy Trae Young's game. But for this series, it's F Trae Young. We ain't about the Trae Young life, especially because of the flop and stuff, but that's neither here nor there. To me, personally, I feel like this is another result of just us getting softer as a culture. I don't know. But to me, I just see it as just straight fans being fans, and they're just saying whatever it takes to get whatever result that they can get from their team in a home court setting. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy CK. So while going over this footage and editing the footage of the whole fan base going too far, classless, blah 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 blah, I didn't really watch last night's games. Like I said, it's hard for me to watch basketball right now after what happened on Sunday. But then I was looking at the highlights, and then I saw some stuff on Twitter, and Denver.
You suck! Boo! You fucking suck, Mello! Pussy! How was New York? How was New suck! Pathetic! Pussies losing 6! Blazers in 6! Pussies! You guys suck! Blazers suck! You pussy! You pussy! You bitch! You guys suck! You Blazers suck!
And then after seeing that clip of, and I know how game 1 went because I watched game 1, so I know Denver went in on Melo. But then seeing stuff like this, I was just like, damn, that's worse than us. Like, all we saying is F Trae Young. That's all we saying. That reminded me of a crazy moment, especially because this whole thing is stemming around the fact that, you know, Trae Young is getting the chance on him. But not only that, but Nate McMillan coming in and defending Trae Young and feeling the type of way about hearing those chants. Do you guys remember when we played the Celtics and in the first quarter we were killing them in the playoffs, and Celtics fans proceeded to chant this?
Martin and Chandler will play together, which has rarely happened since Martin came in with the Knicks signing a 10-day contract in February. I
don't know, man. Like I said, as long as I've known basketball, especially Knicks basketball, just basketball in general, it's part of the sport. Trash talk is a part of the sport. Like I said, as long as it's not going to family level, you're talking about families and kids and stuff like that. To me, it's just a sport. People will feel the type of way. It's passion. It is what it is. I don't know. I think Trae Young understands that too. So yeah, I just had to point those out there. I didn't mention it in the video because I was watching that Melo thing. Anyways, that's crazy. All right, back to your video. That might be classless, but it's just, to me, that's just something I've seen in sports for as long as I've watched sports, and it's not going to stop. I can say that. I guarantee you it's going to be right back to where it was, especially after what he did with the crowd and waved at us and shushed us, stuff like that. It's gonna be back. But I don't know, it's just a thought that I had. Like, I understand both arguments, but for me, I'm leaning more towards the crowd of, you know, being there, down for your team and saying what you guys say and do what you got to do. That's just me personally, but I want to hear what you guys have to say. I know there's gonna be a lot of people that can completely disagree, which is fine, and that's what opinions are. Everyone has their opinion, but if you agree, disagree, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. But I didn't realize it was such a big talking point until yesterday. I was on Twitter and I saw a lot of people that, you know, I respect a lot that were feeling one way about it. Thought it was class, thought it was this and that and the third, and I was just like, oh, really? To me, I didn't think it was any big thing. It's basketball, it's sports. I don't think. Well, you know what? After seeing how a lot of Knicks fans treated Elfrid Payton this year, I can't say that. I don't think anybody would go personal when it comes to this. So I can't say that. That's one thing I will never co-sign. Like, you can have a problem with a basketball player's game and what they do on the court, but when you go the next level and you have to attack their family, attack their personal life and stuff like that, that kind of stuff, I don't rock with that. I don't care what Elfrid Payton does on the court. I don't care if he averaged 0 points per game, played 20 minutes and this, that, and the third. I ain't never gonna say anything about his family, his mom, his daughter. You ain't gonna get that out of me, and I don't rock with people that feel that way. That's too far. That's too far. But in a game, things are said, man. Things are said. I remember playing basketball in rec leagues, and I got cussed out and my mom's on the other side of the court talking about somebody bark up that nappy ass Afro kid. Yeah, man, I used to hear that stuff all the time, but I knew it was the game. Like, I'm sure, well, maybe, I don't know, maybe she's just a straight up racist. I don't know. But I know these parents ain't gonna come out and do anything about it after the game when their team loses. Like, that's just the game. It's just what it is. That's just competition. I don't know. To me, I don't know. But let me know your thoughts about it in the comments below. I've said enough on that. But that's it for me, man. I just feel like there's a lot of things that were going on that I really want to talk about in this video, and I want to hear what you guys have to say, from Trae Young being scared of birds as an Atlanta Hawk, to Elfrid Payton possibly getting benched, to just the overall feeling on chants and going too far within fan bases. I just want to know your thoughts about all that. Let me know in the comments below. Guys, we're finally back to our game tomorrow, game 2 against the Atlanta Hawks. And like I said, please practice your pigeon stuff. I'm counting on you guys. Wear your Knicks stuff and everything like that, but go and make sure you print out a picture of the scariest bird you've ever seen and make sure you fly it out there, especially if you're sitting behind the rims. We need whatever we can get to get in Trae Young's head. We need to do it. I think it would be great. It would be hilarious. And hey, there you go. Everybody wins. You replace the Trae Youngs with some and everybody would be happy. But let me know your thoughts about everything mentioned in this video in the comments below. I just was hoping to hopefully lift some spirits in this video as we get hyped up and ready for tomorrow's game, game 2. Like I said in my last video, I feel like we have a good chance with this one, but let me know how you feel about everything mentioned in this video in the comments below. It's been your boy CK. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and do not forget to like this video. My CK crew members, don't forget, you got a few more days left with the promotion code that you guys have, so make sure you guys go and use that. And for everyone else, there's still a chance for you to go join the CK crew membership right now to get that crazy promo code. It's there. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. I'm out of here. Let's get it. See you guys in the next video. Matter of fact, no, Wednesday night Knicks. We live tomorrow. Come here. First ever playoff Wednesday night Knicks. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm out here. Let's get it.
Feeling like I won the lotto. Always taking trips with a new chick, asking where the time goes. And I wonder if this is all I'll know.